Okay. Okay, welcome everyone. I'm very happy to see you today. Maybe you wanted to do something else on Saturday afternoon. Okay. So, okay, we'll try to just debate a little bit what we've seen last time, and then we will go into the generalities and instances. Oh, prepare. Okay, so with regard to what we did last time, okay, I will address some consequences, yeah, to you. Okay, so it follows that if it is a cause, it is necessarily an effect. Yeah, it follows that if it is a cause, it's necessarily an effect.
It depends.
Ah, yeah, Nico will stay, yeah. He's hungry with debate. So the answer could be accept or
Why?
why, yeah? Okay. So yeah, why, yeah? Okay. So okay. So who would say accept? Who would say why? Nico is telling why, is answering why, I guess. So it follows that if
Why?
it is a cause, it's necessarily an effect.
Why?
Okay, so we have two whys. The club is growing.
Why?
Why?
Oh, okay. Wow. So it follows that if it is a cause, it's not necessarily an effect. Yeah, that's the opposite
Accept.
assertion. Yeah? So you should accept. Yeah.
Accept.
Okay. So posit an illustration of a cause which is not an effect.
The,
The first cause.
Ah, the first cause. Haha, that's interesting. Very interesting. Okay. So we'll keep it. Okay. So, okay, it follows that the first cause is a non-existent. So you should say why, yeah, if you accept a first cause, yeah? Yeah, c'est un moment-là?
Why? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so it follows that the first cause exists. Okay. And it follows that this cause is necessarily impermanent.
Why?
Ah, okay, so we can, well, maybe it's the moment is Weibashika. No, not even. Okay. So we can have a cause which is permanent. Okay. Okay. So do you remember the definition of cause? Sometimes my accent is a bit weird, yeah, so sometimes I could say cows, but it's not cows, yeah, it's cause. The definition of cause?
A producer?
A producer, yes, you want a producer. So it follows that in order to produce, it has to change. Because before it didn't produce, and now it's producing an effect. Yeah, to be able to act as an agent of production, yeah, we need to change, no? Yeah, to be an agent, to have some capacity of agency, of performing a function, yeah, to produce, it has to change, no?
Yes, but in the case of, I think everything born from emptiness, so emptiness is permanent.
it's beautiful, beautiful poetry. Yeah, yeah. When we say that emptiness is like the dharmodaya, yeah, the source of the phenomena, yeah, it implies that emptiness would produce us and other existent and phenomena and so on. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, that's a difficult point. Okay. So, okay. It follows that emptiness is not a mere negation, is not a mere absence.
Why?
Ah, okay, so it follows that the subject emptiness is a mere absence, the mere absence of inherent existence.
Except
Okay. And it follows that a mere absence doesn't have any substance to change. Yeah, so it's permanent. Yeah,
except
we
yeah,
agree on that.
yeah,
Okay.
except.
Okay. So if it is permanent, how can it produce? Yeah. So then I will ask you to justify your theory. So it follows, okay. So the subject emptiness or the subject permanent cause can produce something. Yeah.
It cannot produce, but things can arise.
Ah, yes. It allows things to exist. Yeah. Like for instance, there is some space, empty space just in front of me. That's why I can put my cup. If there were not be any empty space in front of me, I could not put my cup. Yeah, you agree? If there would be a table, for instance, or I don't know, an elephant, I could not put my cup on that place. Yeah. So okay, so the space, the empty space in front of me allows the cup to be there. Yeah. So does it produce the cup? Mm.
Oh yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah. So when we say that emptiness is the source of phenomena, the dharmodaya, so it means that nothing can exist without being empty. Yeah, emptiness allows the existence of things, phenomena, and so on. Yeah, yeah, but it doesn't produce them. Yeah, yeah. So it follows that the subject emptiness or any mere absence, any mere negation is not a cause. Ah, it's not a cause
Except
because? Yes, it's not very good. It's not a cause because?
because it doesn't change to produce an effect.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, very good. When we have, for instance, you have for instance, the tomato, yeah, on the ground, and the tomato is growing and so on. Okay, it needs lots of causes. Yeah. Yeah, the substantial cause, the seed, and any other conditions, yeah, like the rain, the sun and so on. Yeah, so all those conditions and causes are impermanent. They are changing moment by moment. Yeah, yeah, very good. Okay, so it follows that a permanent cause doesn't exist except God. God is another story. We can address that as well, yeah, for people who wish. Yeah, like the Bodhisattva Shantideva in the 9th chapter, yeah, would address that question, yeah, that issue. Okay, but
May exist in some other planet.
yes, it could exist somewhere else, yeah. Yeah, okay. But if we agree that in order to produce, it needs to be produced itself, no? Yeah, because it has to change itself. And in order to change, it has to be a reason from a cause, yeah? It has to be produced by a or many causes, eh? So would you have another illustration? Because some other people would accept a first cause, yeah. What would it be if you accept that, yeah? Because if we say there is a first cause, And that cause is alone. It doesn't need any other conditions. So why that cause is producing that effect now? Why not before? Because it is almighty. Yes, Halavila?
So you mentioned a space has to exist for everything, all other conditions to come together. If space was not there, none of the other conditions could even arise. So that I know it doesn't meet the definition of the cause per se because it's not changing, but without that, there can be nothing else.
Yes,
So you
Mm.
don't, I don't know if you want to call it a cause, but without that,
Mm.
none of the causes could exist,
Yes,
could
exactly.
start to come into existence.
Yeah, that's why the Vaibhashika would say that there are some permanent phenomena are also functioning things. Yeah, they would say yes, exactly. They would say that if it exists, it has to be a functioning thing. Yeah, for the Vaibhashika. Yeah. So a school which is a bit lower than the Sautrantika that we are diving into that now,
But
but the
I don't
Vaibhashika.
think
Yeah.
I can
Mm.
argue that it's not a functioning thing. It's allowing everything to function. So you cannot deny
Yeah.
space. You
Mm.
cannot, but if you
Mm.
slot it into functioning thing or cause, it doesn't meet the
Yeah.
definitions. So you'd
Yeah.
have to create a new category.
Mm. Yeah, because for the Vaibhashika, able to perform function can be done even by a phenomenon which has no power to produce anything. Yeah? Nume in Tibetan, yeah. They would say it has no power to produce anything, but it is a functioning thing because it allows, yeah, movement. Yeah, space allows movement. Yeah, so it uncompounded space has to be a functioning thing, but they would not say that it is a cause for. Yeah, they would not say that it is impermanent. They would accept that it is permanent and compounded space is permanent. True cessations are permanent and so on. Yeah, they would accept that selfless is permanent and so on. But they would say that it is a functioning thing because, as Tsetamomola said before as well, and selfless allows things or phenomena to exist. Yeah. So because selfless, without selfless, we would not have any phenomenon. So selfless is a functioning thing in this context, yeah, for the Vaibhashika. But starting with the Sautrantika, they would totally discard that. They would say, yeah, in order to be a functioning thing, it has to be a cause, it has to be an effect, it has to be impermanent, able to perform function, and so on, yeah? Yeah, for the Sautrantika, yeah? Yeah, so that's why we can see some discrepancies between one tenet and the other. So the Sautrantika is considered as a bit subtler. So yes, we try to check how a mere absence could transform itself, because it's a phenomenon which is merely imputed, with regard to the Sautrantika. Yeah, it's a kind of superimposed factor, Okay, yeah. So it follows that if it is a cause, it's necessarily an effect. Oh, you're so easy to convince. No, not easy. Not very good. And it follows that if it is an effect, it's necessarily a cause.
Except
Okay. Ah, some hesitations.
Sorry, I was in the toilet. Why?
Why?
Ah, if it is an effect, it's not necessarily a cause. Okay.
Except.
Ah, it's not because. Suppose it an illustration, please.
Yeah, that's the thing. My mind is not working very well, but I'm quite sure of what I'm saying because I think.
You cannot reply that when you debate. You,
Huh?
you
I think
cannot say, "Oh, I knew it, I knew it."
I think we can say that in general, whatever is a cause is necessarily an effect, whatever is an effect is necessarily a cause. But when it comes to the same continuum of a phenomenon, then it doesn't work or something like that.
Yeah.
Illustration would be a burn seat.
Ah, a burnt seed, yeah? Does it help, Nicola? A burnt seed from Tetsamomola? No? Okay. A burnt seed, it follows, okay, that it is not a cause.
Why?
Except
We have some fight. Okay. Accept and why? Okay. Is not a cause. So, okay. I should duplicate myself to answer to the. Sorry, I can't. I can't. So, okay, it follows that burnt seed is a cause, okay, for Tsetamomola, yeah? And it
For
is
me,
not particular or the opposite, the way around.
for me,
Okay,
it's not
sorry.
a cause for her, yeah.
Okay, it's not a cause because.
it has lost its potential to produce a sprout.
Mm, okay. So it follows that if it has lost its potential to produce a sprout, it's necessarily not a cause.
Why?
Why? Okay. So because it is not able to produce a specific effect, it's not able to produce any effect.
A burnt seed has no other potential to produce anything whatsoever.
Anything. Okay, anything whatsoever. Wow, that's nice. Okay, so can we see a burnt seed on the ground? Is that possible?
Yes.
Okay,
So
okay, so our eye consciousness is apprehending the seed, yeah, the burnt seed, yeah. Okay, without the burnt seed on the ground, would we have an eye consciousness apprehending that seed?
no,
No. So it follows that our eye consciousness apprehending that seed is the effect of that seed. Mm. Yeah, for instance, you have the cup here. Yeah, the cup is here. Okay, I will make some magical trick like this. Okay, now, okay. Oh, the cup is not here. Okay, how can you see that? Yeah, you cannot see that. Okay, another trick. Okay, easy, yeah? Okay, the cup is here. So now
Wow,
you,
magic.
yeah, like Gendondul, yeah. He teaches emptiness. Okay. So now we have the eye consciousness apprehending that cup, yeah, because that cup is producing that eye consciousness, not as a substantial cause, because the entity of the cup is not transforming in order to give what is not matter, yeah, the eye consciousness, yeah. But it's a cooperative condition, yeah. Without that condition, we don't have any effect, yeah, like the eye consciousness, yeah. Okay, so that cup is a cause or a condition or a cause of the eye consciousness apprehending it, yeah. So that's the same with the burnt seed, yeah. When you see a burnt seed, the burnt seed is able to produce the eye consciousness apprehending it. So it's a cause.
It can also serve as a cause to fill someone's stomach, no? For example.
Yes,
It can be a
exactly.
cause of many things, no?
Yes, like yes, we have sometimes we burn seeds in order to eat them. Yeah, so it could produce the effect to decrease hunger, yeah, or the effect to fill the belly. Okay, yeah, exactly, yeah. So that's why, yeah, there are many effects. Yeah, we can, but mainly the one with the eye consciousness is important because, as you know, an eye consciousness is a direct perception. Yeah. Yeah, in many cases, it is a direct perception. It can be a wrong consciousness, but an eye consciousness which realizes the burn seed, yeah, or the color of the burn seed as you wish. Yeah, the eye consciousness is a direct perception, yeah, and it is non-mistaken, yeah. So it's an ultimate mind for the soul Trantika, yeah. It's an ultimate mind because it's not mistaken, yeah. So the appearing object to that ultimate mind is an ultimate truth. Yeah, the burn seed is an ultimate truth. Yeah, that's one equivalent with cause, effect, functioning thing, and so on. Yeah? So because the mind which apprehends the cup directly is ultimate, it's non-mistaken, the appearing object to that I consciousness is an ultimate truth, is ultimately able to perform function. Har du så transikai? Wow. So, could you find an illustration of a cause which is not an effect? An
Yeah.
effect which is not a cause, sorry. An effect which is not a cause. Yeah,
Yeah,
Nicola, you had something?
I think in general we can say any cause is necessarily an effect, any effect is necessarily a cause. But when we take, for example, a sprout, it's the effect of the seed, but it is not the cause of the seed. Something like
Yeah, yes, that's true. Yeah, we can say that, yeah, generally speaking, cause and effect are equivalent, but a cause and its effect are contradictory. Usually speaking, yeah,
right, right.
yeah, are contradictory, yeah, because yeah, if we say that the seed is the cause of the sprout, yeah, could you find something which is at the same time the seed of yesterday and the sprout of today? That will be difficult, yeah. Yeah. So we cannot find any common base, yeah. In many cases, yeah, there are very few specific cases, but generally speaking, yeah, a cause and its effect are contradictory, yeah, that's true. So yes, if it's an effect, it has to be a cause. It has to produce something else, yeah. Even if it's not the same substantial continuum, yeah. Like when you burn the seed, it will never produce a sprout, yeah. So the substantial continuum of the plant, we could say, will cease. Yeah. Still, it is able to produce many things. Yeah. Yeah, many eye consciousnesses, many tactile consciousnesses, yeah, when we eat them and so on. Yeah. Why not? Yeah. Okay. Very good. Okay. And today we will try to enter. So I wanted to debate also again about same substantial type and so on, but we can go back to that again next time. Yeah. Or if you need some clarifications. Yeah. But today I wanted to introduce generalities and instances. Yeah, which are so important as well. Everything is important, so nothing is. Yeah. Okay, so generalities and instances, yeah, specifically in order to understand how, yeah, how it works when we speak about uh, ourselves in the past, yeah, like, yeah, we will see that later, yeah, in the 27th chapter of Nagarjuna's Madhyamaka Shastra, yeah, how we can understand the mere I and specific instances of the I, yeah, we will check that, but now I have some slides. Okay, good, good, good. The wheel of sharp weapons. Wow, very dangerous for ignorance. Okay. Okay. So then we have generality and instances. So generality, chi in Tibetan, yeah, or samanya in Sanskrit, is defined as a phenomenon which encompasses its manifestations. Wow. Rangiselwa la Jesu Droit Che. Yeah. So that's the definition given by Yonzin Buchok. So here we have existent, for instance. Yeah, it is a generality, yeah, because it's a phenomenon which pervades or encompasses many existent phenomena. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so we will try to clarify that. Like for instance, you have functioning thing, which is a generality as well, because its manifestations are a plane, trees, frog, cat, flowers, and so on, yeah? A human being and so on, yeah? Okay, so all those are instances of functioning thing, yeah, or the manifestations of functioning thing, we could say, yeah? Yeah, is that clear for everyone? I already put the slides in the folder, yeah, that you usually use, yeah? Okay. Okay, then we will try to see also instance. Yeah, an instance, Vishesha or Jejak, is a phenomenon having its type engaging it as a pervader. It's just the other way around, yeah? Now we speak about the table, which is an instance. And just before, we spoke about existent, which is the generality of table. Yeah. I- I'm going too quick. Or is that okay? Is that okay? Yeah, we will play with that anyway. Yeah. Okay. So the definition is a bit weird. Yeah, a phenomenon having its type, engaging it as a pervader. So the phenomenon in question would be the table here, and its type would be existent. Its category or type or class, as you wish. Yeah. The type is the generality existent, and existent is engaging in the table as a pervader. Yeah, everything in the table is existent, we could say. Yeah, everything in the entity of the table is existent. Yeah, so existent is pervading fully the table. Yeah, so that's very important for the Buddhist philosophy, because in some other traditions like the Mimamsaka or the Neyayika, they would accept something different. Yeah, but in the Buddhist view, yeah, the generality itself is pervading fully its instances. Yeah. Okay, so we will see that, and we will see also the reasons why, yeah, we understand that point. Okay, so this is the text of Yonzin Pulbuchok. Yeah, he says, Chila deja rigigone yena sum yode richi dunchi tsokchi no sum yobetir. So if generalities are terminologically divided, there are three, because there are the three: type generality, meaning generality, and collection generality. Wow, we have lots of work. So we will see only the first time today. Okay, so what means terminologically divided? Dejerigigone in Tibetan, yeah?
It means that these three generalities are not necessarily, strictly speaking, generalities.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. We could say, like, for instance, we could terminologically divide true flowers and artificial flowers. Yeah. Would you agree with that? Yeah. But only the true or natural flowers are really flowers. Yeah. Artificial flowers are not really flowers. They cannot produce a fruit and so on. Yeah. Would you agree with that? But in general, we could say, yeah, we could divide flowers in natural flowers and artificial flowers, but one of the divisions is not really a flower. Yeah, we call it like this, yeah. Okay, very good. So that's why it's said like this. We cannot say there are three divisions of generalities, yeah, because a challenger could come and say, okay, it follows that, then we get into problems. So yeah, just keep in mind that it's not a full-fledged division. Yeah, some generalities are called generalities, but they are not really generalities. Yeah, they don't have any instance. Yeah. Okay, we will see that step by step. Yeah. Perfect. Okay.
Would you mind
So
coming back to the
yes.
slide that was explaining what is a generality
Oh,
in
yeah.
general?
Yeah. This
Uh,
one.
no, but because this, I don't know.
This one, no?
Ah, yeah, this one.
Yeah. Yeah. Generality. Yeah.
A
Yeah.
generality encompasses its manifestations.
Yeah, a phenomenon. Yeah, a phenomenon. So it has to exist. Yeah, it has to be a phenomenon. Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah. For instance, horn of the rabbit is not the generality of blue horn of the rabbit, pink horn of the rabbit, red horn of the rabbit. Yeah. Because horn of the rabbit is not a phenomenon. It's a non-existent. Yeah. Yeah. Is that okay?
What does it mean, encompasses its manifestations?
Yeah. So it means that as a generality, it cannot be found outside of the manifestations. Yeah, we cannot have, like, for instance, existent, which would be like a cloud, like here, a cloud, in the air. It is, it cannot be like this. Yeah, existent exists where its manifestations exist. Yeah, it's not separate from its manifestations. Yeah, so it pervades its manifestations. Yeah, its instances. yeah, encompasses, Jesudrowa, and Kyapa, pervades, are very similar in that case. Yeah, yeah. Is
Okay,
that
it
more clear?
encompasses its instances. That's clear for me. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah, it's instances. It's just the literal translation. Selwa in Tibetan would be manifestation, and instance would be jedrak.
Mhm.
But they are very similar in that case. Yeah, it's just like you know, in some texts you find that term, and in other texts you find another term. So they can be coextensive. They can be, you know, you can play with them equally. Yeah, in some contexts. Yeah, yeah, Palavila.
Generality cannot be separate from its instance. Is that
Yes.
what you said? So space, if I'm an instant, I'm a generality of a person.
Yeah.
But there is space inside me, there's space outside me as well.
Yeah.
So is the space outside me not because it's separate from me? I cannot encompass everything, but space is encompassing me. So
Yes.
is space, oh,
Yeah.
it's in both, so it's okay. That's why it's
Mhm.
generality.
So in that case, that would be difficult because in order to be a generality of an instance, that instance has to be that. Yeah, we will see that just after a few slides. Yeah, in order for if we say that, for instance, Palavila is an instance of space, it has to be space. Yeah.
But I mean, I am space. I also have other conditions, but I
Yeah.
am space. I cannot deny I have no space.
You have space, but are you space?
If
Yes,
I really
space.
look into it, yes.
Yeah, space is pervading your body,
Mm-hmm.
not the whole person, because the person, you know, is not form and not consciousness. Yeah, the person is an NACP. Yeah, and the mind of the person is not pervaded by space. Yes, mind is nowhere. Yeah, mind is a continuum. Yeah, it's not material. Yeah, only material phenomena are somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, so only your body is pervaded by space. Yeah. Yeah, but it doesn't mean that your body is space. Yeah, yeah. So your body is not an instance of space. Yeah, coexists within space or is located somewhere in space. Yeah, we could say that. But your body is not space. Yeah, it's not a mere absence of obstructive contact. Yeah, yeah. Very good. Okay.
Christophe,
Yeah.
is it correct to say that the Sotrantikas, they accept substantial existence of instances, but they reject substantial existence of generalities?
That would be difficult to hold that in debate. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, because if we check the meaning of substantial existent, you have a technological division into four. So the two last ones are not really substantial existent, but the two first ones are, yeah. So the first meaning of substantial existent means impermanent, yeah. And the other meaning means in order to be ascertained by valid cognition, it doesn't need the ascertainment by valid cognition of something else. Yeah. So when you see the cup, you just see the cup, and the cup is you don't need to go through another means in order to see the cup. You just see the cup, and that's all. Yeah. But in order to see a person or to see time, yeah, which are not form, yeah, you need to ascertain something else than them, yeah, a watch, a face, and so on, yeah.
So
So
they reject some degrees of substantial reality of generalities, but they don't reject substantial reality completely.
yes,
Substantial, yeah.
yeah, because for instance, cup is a generality, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, cup is a generality,
Not
and
that cup,
still,
but cup in general, right? Yeah.
yes, exactly. Even that cup is a generality,
Is it?
yeah, and that cup
How?
is a generality because you have many instances, yeah, that cup of yesterday, that cup of today,
Oh,
that, yeah. Yeah. So it is a generality as well, and it is a substantial existence because it is impermanent, and in order to apprehend that, you don't need to go through another means, yeah?
Right.
Yeah, very
But they do
good.
reject, they do reject the impermanence of some generalities, right?
Oh, yes, yes.
So they start to tackle the emptiness of phenomenon, don't they?
Yeah, we could say that, yeah, selflessness or emptiness, yeah, selflessness is the broader category, but not in every case. We cannot say, for instance, that selfless is the generality of existence. We will see that later. Yeah, there are some tricks. Yeah, c'est un moment-là.
So, just to clarify, generality can be impermanent as well.
Yes, exactly. A generality can be impermanent, yeah. Yeah, some, or another way to say that, some generalities are impermanent and some are permanent, yeah. So that's why the subject generality is permanent, yeah, like the organic rice and the non-organic rice, yeah. Okay, very good. Okay, fantastic. Wow. Okay, so we have also, yeah, functioning thing is a generality, which is impermanent, yeah, because it is able to perform function, yeah. Okay, existent
As
is
a
yeah,
functioning as a generality is able to perform a function.
yes, yes, yeah,
But
yes,
how?
yes. Yeah, it is a, functioning thing. You know that we have three main divisions of impermanent phenomena, yeah, you remember that?
Yes, form, mind, and NACP.
Yes, exactly. So if it is impermanent, it has to go in one or the other of the three boxes, yeah?
Sure.
And able to perform function is able to perform function, yeah?
How?
Ah, so it follows that the subject impermanent is not impermanent.
But it's a
Yeah,
generality. It doesn't do
it's,
anything. No, it's not
it's
substantial. It's not.
yeah. Yeah, we have many times we have that qualm, yeah, at this point of the class because often we tend to equalize generality and generally characterized phenomenon, which is necessarily permanent, yeah. But generality is not necessarily a generality is not necessarily permanent, yeah, yeah.
Actually, I don't understand how impermanent is impermanent, and I don't understand how functioning thing is a functioning
Mm.
thing.
Yeah, because impermanent, what is the definition of impermanent? It is momentary, yeah? So if it is impermanent, it has to be momentary. If it is momentary, it has to be impermanent. It has to be able to perform function and so on. So the generality functioning thing is an NECP. Yeah, it goes in the third box, yeah, of the three divisions, yeah, is an NECP. Yeah, because functioning thing is not form, is
Okay.
not consciousness, but still it is impermanent. So if it is impermanent without being form and consciousness, it has to be an NECP.
But how is it impermanent?
Yeah, because it is defined as momentary, and momentary is the very characteristic of impermanent. Like when we say hot and burning, hot and burning is not a sentence written in the dictionary. Hot and burning is the very phenomenon itself that we can feel, by the body consciousness. Yeah. Yeah. So hot and burning is the whole set of the characteristics, the main characteristics of fire. Yeah. So when we say impermanent is defined as momentary, so momentary is the real phenomenon like this. Yeah, it has to change moment by moment. So impermanent has to be momentary.
Okay, so momentariness is momentary. Basically, that's what you're saying.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Because sometimes we hear, on Facebook or other places that according to Buddhism, yeah, everything is impermanent except impermanence. But that's not true at all, yeah. It's not what the Buddha said, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Impermanent itself is impermanent, yeah. Yeah.
Changes
Also,
always changes.
mm,
Okay.
one
Yes.
more clarification, Christophila.
Yes, please.
Why would we equate inorganic rice with permanent and not impermanent, like other way around?
Ah, yes. Why permanent wins? Yeah. When we have permanent and impermanent, the whole set is permanent. Why permanent wins? Yeah, yeah, because it is the appearing object to thought consciousness. Yeah, as long as your mind is apprehending a permanent phenomenon, you need your thought consciousness. Is apprehending explicitly, sorry. As long as your mind is explicitly apprehending a permanent phenomenon, yeah, it's necessarily a conceptual mind. It's necessarily a thought consciousness, yeah? And the appearing object to that thought consciousness has to be permanent, according to the Sotrantika, yeah? Yeah. So if you have a whole set of impermanent phenomena, the whole set of impermanent phenomena, and you just add one permanent phenomenon, you still need your thought consciousness to apprehend the whole set. So the whole set is the appearing object to your thought consciousness, and it is permanent. But if it is one member of that set, it's not necessarily permanent. Yeah. Existent is permanent, yeah, because many phenomena are permanent, many phenomena are impermanent. So the whole set phenomenon is permanent, yeah. But if it is a phenomenon, it's not necessarily permanent, yeah. We are phenomena and we are impermanent, yeah. Yeah. So because of the thought consciousness, yeah, as long as you need the thought consciousness in order to apprehend explicitly a set, whichever it is, then that set has to be permanent. Yeah. Okay. Very good. Very good. Okay. Instance. We saw that. Yeah. Okay. 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 So we will see the reasons, the requirements, proving that, for instance, table is an instance of object of knowledge or existent or phenomenon or as you wish. Yeah? Okay. 3 requirements. Yeah? Okay. So the subject table is an instance of object of knowledge because first, it has to be an object of knowledge. Easy, so easy. We could do the dedications now. No, I'm joking. Okay. Yeah, it has to be an object of knowledge. Okay, then it is related as the same essence with object of knowledge. Oh, so this one is a bit more crunchy. Yeah, you remember we saw before related as the same essence with something else and related as that which arises from that. Yeah, we have 2 types of relationship in one sense. Yeah. Okay. We could say that if it exists, if 2 phenomena are related, either they are cause and effect, so one comes before the other, or they coexist. Yeah, we have no third possibility. Yeah, if 2 phenomena are related, in one case they coexist, and the other case they cannot coexist. One exists before the other. Yeah, do you agree with that? Yeah. Okay. So cause and effects are necessarily related as that which arises from that. Yeah. This specific relationship. Yeah, we could say causal relationship. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And if 2 phenomena are related, but they are effect, they are related as the same essence. Yeah. It's the other type of relationship. Yeah. So what does it mean? Yeah. Table is related as the same essence with object of knowledge. Yeah. Because it is different within the same entity with object of knowledge. It is the same entity with object of knowledge. And it is different from object of knowledge. And if object of knowledge did not exist, it would not exist. Yeah, table would not exist. Yeah, that's the very description of related as the same essence. Yeah, dark chick gel in Tibetan. Yeah, or tadatmya sambandha in Sanskrit. Yeah, okay. So related as the same essence. Yeah, it means that. Yeah, for instance, okay, as we did before. Yeah, it follows that the subject, the cup, and phenomenon are one entity. Do you agree? Yeah. Yeah, Tatamomola agrees. Yeah, they are one entity because.
What were the two phenomenon again? Sorry, I was.
The subject cup and phenomenon.
Yes, they are one entity because we can physically point at the same thing when we refer.
Yes, yes, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, when we point towards the one, sorry, I need to plug my.
Wherever the cup is, phenomena itself appears at the same time.
Yes. Could you repeat that, Mamola? Sorry, I was on my battery. I need to plug my computer. It's coming back, but I hear you. Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever the cup comes into place, then phenomena also appears.
Yes. Yeah, we could say that phenomenon appears to the thought consciousness, but cannot appear to direct perception. Yeah. So we could say that if they were to appear to a direct perception, they would not appear separately. Yeah, because phenomenon or like object of knowledge is permanent. Yeah. So it cannot appear to direct perception. Yeah. It cannot be a cause of that eye consciousness or that ear consciousness or mental consciousness and so on, yeah? Because it's permanent. Yeah? Okay, so yes, if they were to appear, if they were able to appear to a direct perception, they would not appear separately. Yeah? Or another way, as Nicola said, yeah, if you point towards the one, you necessarily point towards the other. When you have a cup, yeah, yeah, yeah. When you have a cup, you necessarily have an existent, a phenomenon, yeah? Okay, so that's why they are the same entity, yeah? And they are different. Yeah, cup and phenomenon are different. Okay, and if existent or phenomenon or object of knowledge did not exist, then cup could not survive or table could not exist. Yeah, so that's what means related as the same essence, yeah, with object of knowledge, yeah? Yeah, okay. Okay, wonderful. We spoke about that earlier. Yeah, you could check the replay. And so now we have the second point. And the third point, many common bases are established between non-table and object of knowledge. You need a few instances in order to call it a generality. Yeah, if object of knowledge had only one instance or even two instances, that would be difficult to say that it is general, that it is a generality. Yeah. So that's why you need many instances. Yeah. Many. Duma in Tibetan, Duma is defined as Chikle Mawa, more than one. More than one, sorry, more than one. Yeah. Chikle Mawa. Yeah. So and we need many other instances which are not table, but they are still object of knowledge. Yeah, what could it be?
Cup,
Yes, cup, for instance. Yeah. And what else? Hat. Yes, hat. Human being, animal, and so on. Yeah, there are common bases between non-table and object of knowledge. They are not tables, yeah. We are not tables, yeah. Still we are objects of knowledge, yeah. Yeah, so we are common bases between non-table and objects of knowledge, yeah. Yeah, do you agree with that? Okay, very good. Okay, so if the three requirements are there, we are in the relationship of generality and instance. Yeah, table is an instance of phenomenon because it is a phenomenon. It is related as the same essence with phenomenon, and many common bases are established between non-table and phenomenon. Yeah. Okay, yeah, Palavila.
May I ask the same essence? I'm a little confused with. Same
Mhm.
essence with object of knowledge. So if it's undergone some change with the object of knowledge, will we still say it's the same essence? Let's say, you've taken out the DNA and you've put it into like you created a new fruit, like hybrid fruit or something. It's so new, the new fruit is so new, it doesn't really
Mm.
have Like, then are we saying, no, because it had that original DNA from this one, it is still the same essence?
So here it's not exactly the same meaning as, you know, in the Madhyamaka when we are refuting essence, like a own essence and so on. Yeah. Here the same essence, tadatmya or dakchik in Tibetan, dakchik gel, are related as the same essence, means that because essence is very close to nature and entity. Yeah, Venerable Gensen in Nalanda said a few years ago that Aranshin or nature, Ngowo or entity, and Dakchik, what was it, the other one? Darnichik, Darni, yeah, sorry, Darni means essence, but they are equivalent. They are equivalent. But in some cases, it could be misleading to give it to accept exactly the same word. Like that's why I use personally one entity, ngowochik, which is in Tibetan, it's okay. One entity, but related as the same essence. We could say related as the same entity, but that would be a bit misleading, yeah, because the same word.
I see.
So that's why I use the literal term darni in Tibetan. So essence, yeah, that means that they are related as the same essence. They have to coexist, and if the one doesn't exist, then the other cannot survive. Yeah, so we can say that the cup is one entity with existent, yeah, but existent is not related as the same essence with the cup. Only the cup is related as the same essence with existent. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, good. Very good. Okay. Then we have the three requirements. Wow. And then after the last, oh. So that was the explanation. Very good. Okay. So now we can debate. Oh, very good. So it follows that if it is a generality, it's necessarily not an instance.
Why?
Oh, why? Who has why as well? Oh, who would say accept? Ah, we have two whys.
Why?
Three. Ah, okay. Ah, so it follows that if it is a generality, it can be an instance.
Accept.
So it follows that the subject, the two, generality and instance, are not contradictory. Very good. So posit an illustration of something which is both a generality and an instance.
Cup and phenomena.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So it follows. So maybe just one illustration, yeah? Yeah, one common base between um what was
Cup.
it?
Cup
Yeah,
between
generality and
generality and
instance.
instance. A cup.
Sorry.
So can we
Yeah.
say that cup is an instance of phenomena generality?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, the subject cup is an instance of phenomenon because
It exists.
it exists, because it is a phenomenon, yeah, or because it exists, yeah. Then
And it's a generality of cup because there are many
yeah.
cups.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. So that's the other point that we have to double check. But first, we have to check why cup is an instance of phenomenon. Yeah, with the three requirements, the three. How do you say? The
Because it
three
is an
conditions.
object of knowledge.
Yes, it is a phenomenon. Then
It is related to the same essence
with
with
phenomenon.
phenomenon.
Yes, and
I didn't write the last one down, but
yeah. Yeah. Who has the last one? And many common bases are established between non-cup and phenomenon, yeah? Yeah,
So that's the example that Nicola gave, that there are many cups.
yeah, exactly. So those cups, they are cups, so they cannot be
Oh, you have to have
used.
cup, table, pot,
Yes,
hat.
exactly.
Oh, okay.
There are
Yeah,
many
because
examples of phenomena.
yes, of phenomena which are not cups, exactly, or which are not cup. Yes, exactly. Yeah, very good. Okay. So it follows that if cup is a phenomenon, is related as the same essence with phenomenon, and if there are many common bases which are established between non-cup and phenomenon, then it is an instance of phenomenon. Yeah, very good. Okay, and cup is a generality.
Accept.
Yeah, is a generality because?
And because there are many cups,
Yeah. Yes, we can say it like this.
there are many instances of cups.
Yeah, exactly. There are many instances of cups. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for instance.
For example, there is your cup, there is my cup, there is Pallavi's cup, there is Titinangmo's cup, there is Ewan's cup.
Exactly. Many cups. We could open a shop, a cup shop. Okay, very good. So the subject cup is at the same time an instance and a generality. Okay, so if you compare instance and generality, how many points? Contradictory, no, because we have common base. Could it be equivalent, or 3p, or 4p?
Maybe more like 4p.
4p for Nicolas.
So the cup can also be instance, right? Then it will
Yes.
be 4p. I think.
4 for Hiwanla, 3 for Palavila. Mm. I let you check a few moments.
And we cannot see the smoke above Titinangmo's head. We can just infer it.
Yeah, because of the hat. Yeah, that's so precious. Those moments when we check, those possibilities and so are so precious. So yes, the questions, yeah. Okay, can we find something which is both? Yeah, we already found it. So now can we find something which is exclusive to A and not B and so on? Okay, so what could be an instance which is not a generality? Or maybe the easier way, a generality which is not that's easier. A generality which is not an instance.
Human beings.
Hmm. Human beings is a generality, yeah?
Accept.
Okay, is a generality because
Or maybe it's an instance of something else also, yeah. It doesn't work.
Yes,
Political.
Palavila, sorry, I was checking myself as well.
Yeah, no, I was just wondering whether, I mean, any generality to exist, it is a class. So if it exists, it is, we will categorize it as something. So you cannot say there is no generality, because everything that exists, we are going to put into these things,
Yeah.
right?
So that's why you have 3p.
Yes, that's why I have to pay.
Okay. Yes. So yeah, if I try to find something like for instance, yeah. Okay. It follows that the subject existent is an instance because it is a generality. The subject existent or phenomenon as you wish, yeah, existent is an instance because it is a generality.
So
So,
it follows that anything that is an instance is necessarily a generality.
oh, interesting as well. Okay, we will see that as well.
That's what you just said, no?
So here, because Palavela says if it exists, it has to be a generality, no? If it is an instance, it has to be a generality, no? That's dispersion. Yeah. Okay. And okay, yeah, if it is instance, it is a generality. Okay. And if it is a generality, it's not necessarily an instance. Okay. So yeah. So what could be something which is a generality but not an instance?
The other way around seems easier, no?
Yes, exactly. That's why I will finish with that. Yeah, we try to prepare the jaws, not to crunch it.
Sorry, can you repeat that? What is a generality but not an instance?
Yeah, so that's my question. Yeah.
Oh, even Siri doesn't understand.
Yeah. So, okay. Now I will try to say, okay, the subject existent, is it an instance? It is a generality, yeah. We accepted that already, yeah. Yeah, it's the generality of cup, human being, and so on, yeah. But is it an instance?
All right, yeah, it is not.
An instance of what? We
Yeah,
could say an instance of selfless, why not? But
right.
we have some issue with that, no?
Yeah, it is if it's existent, it is available to us. It is an object of knowledge if it is existent.
Yeah.
It is an instant because it belongs to some general category.
So the subject existent belongs to a general category,
Yes,
which would
accept.
be, for instance, selfless, no? That's the broader one, yeah? Because selfless, in one sense, we say in the textbooks, we would say "Yeme ganro yena darme imbeka." If it exists or not, it has to be selfless. Yeah. So non-existent are selfless because they don't exist, so they are not a self. Yeah. And existent or phenomena are selfless because they are empty of any substantial, self-sufficient existent person and so on. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, existent is selfless, but is it an instance of selfless? Yeah. So the three requirements are, yeah, existent is selfless. Okay, that's okay. Existent is related as the same essence with selfless. That's okay, because it is different within the same entity with selfless. And if selfless did not exist, existent could not exist. Yeah. But the third requirement, yeah, there are many common bases which are
Yes.
established between non-existent and selfless.
So Pallavi's selfless, Christophe selfless, Nicola
Yes,
selfless are
yes,
many
exactly.
common bases.
Yes, okay, yeah, that's true. But yeah, that's true. But can we say that existent, the category existent, is an instance of selfless? Yeah,
No,
because if we say
selfless is
that,
selfless Pallavi is an instant of existent. It's
okay.
not the other way around.
Okay, I get it. Okay, very good. Okay, so Palavila's selfless is an instance of existence because first it exists. Yeah.
Yes,
It is related as the same essence with existent.
yes.
Yeah, if existent did not exist, then selfless could not exist. We could say, why not? Yeah, I would accept that. Yeah, okay. And okay, yeah, we can say that selfless, yeah, Pahlavi's selfless is an instance of existence, but selfless itself, that's different, yeah? So Pahlavi's selfless is necessarily an instance of existence, yeah, because Pahlavi's selfless is existent, is related as the same essence with existent, and there are many common bases which are established, which are not Pahlavi's selfless, but still exist. So that's okay, yeah, that works.
Okay.
But the question is existent or the category phenomenon or object of knowledge an instance of selfless?
I think you flipped it again. You
Because
said is existent an instance of selfless. I'm saying selfless is an so selfless.
I agree totally with you, Palavila.
Yeah,
I
but I'm
put,
saying there is no existent is not self. Is cannot be. That's why generality cannot be an instance. An instance can be a generality. The bigger category is generality. Existence is within that.
yeah.
Bigger category is existence. Selfless is within that. So that's why it's 3P.
Oh, okay. Ah, so it follows that selfless and not Palavila's selfless. Yeah, that's very different. Very
Correct.
different. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Because again, when I said selfless, it'll go to a bigger category. So I have to say
Yes.
instant of
Ah,
Pallavi. Pallavila is
okay.
selfless.
So
Yeah.
that works. That
Okay.
works. Yeah. That works fully. But
Okay.
here now I'm checking, if we say 3 or 4 possibilities, yeah, between what and what? What
Uh,
was the root?
generality and existent.
Yeah.
Existent and selfless.
Yeah, no. The root reason
Right.
was yeah to
Generality
compare
and instance.
instance and generality, yeah. Yeah, okay. That's the root reason, yeah. Okay. So we found the common base, yeah. Yeah. And now if we say 4 possibilities, we are supposed to check, can we find something which is a generality but not an instance, yeah?
And we found existent.
Ah, yeah, existent. Existent is not an instance because
Because of the third thing, it doesn't fulfill the third thing to be an instance. There are not many
exactly.
illustrations
Yeah.
of selfless.
Exactly, because only selfless is the broader category, yeah, with regard to existence, yeah. Yeah, because we said if it exists or not, it has to be selfless, yeah. So selfless pervades existent and non-existent, yeah. But it doesn't mean that it is the generality of both. That's why my question is very tricky. Because if we say that existent is an instance of selfless, the 2 first requirements are okay. Yeah, existent is selfless. Existent is related as the same essence with selfless. But do you find many other established bases which necessarily exist, which are not existent, but still are selfless?
What about all the non-existence?
The non-existent, there cannot be a common base, yeah. Common base has to exist, yeah. And
Okay.
moreover, in the definition, yeah, it means it says are established, yeah.
Okay.
Juba in Tibetan. To be established, it means it has to exist, yeah. And the common base has to exist, yeah. So non-existent cannot be an instance of selfless. Non-existent is selfless, but is not an instance of selfless.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, and existent, that's the same. Existent is selfless. It's totally empty of any self, but still it is not an instance of selfless because there are no other instances. It's the only one. Yeah, because
Are there other examples of uh, uh, generalities that are not instances?
yeah, we could say like for instance, different from table. Different from table, yeah. It's not an instance of any generality. Yeah, because of the third requirement as well. Yeah. So we will check that. We will have some debates with that. Yeah. If you are still there next time, because the topic is so so tricky. Okay.
I have smoke above my head right now.
I'm really sorry. Welcome in the club.
But the other one is easier, right? To conclude that it's 4P between generality and
Yes, okay. Let's
because
try to check that. Yeah.
it's easy to find
Yes, please give
a
illustration.
general
Yeah.
a generality that doesn't have an instance, right?
Yeah. So yes. Okay. An instance which is not a generality.
Oh yeah, it's the opposite.
Yeah.
No, that we found, no? No,
We
yeah. We
found
found
generality which is not an instance, existent, for instance, yeah, or phenomenon, and so on, yeah, or even selfless is not an instance, Yeah, it's a generality, but it's not an instance. Selfless is the generality of table, bird, human being, and so on, but it's not an instance. Yeah, there is no broader category than selfless. Yeah, yeah. Okay, very good. So now we are looking for we found A and B. We found B and not A. So a generality which is not an instance. So now A which is not B, an instance which is not a generality. Oh, sorry. Yes, an instance which is not a generality. An instance which is not a generality. An instance which has no instance.
Right.
Oh, it's easier.
Can we take like the I don't know the third moment of an eye consciousness apprehending computer?
Okay. The third moment of an eye consciousness apprehending a computer. Yeah, we could say that this third moment which is apprehended by the Buddha Shakyamuni and apprehended by the Buddha Kashyapa and so on. Yeah,
So that doesn't
there are
work.
instances of that eye consciousness apprehending a computer, no? Yeah,
So it doesn't work.
so it doesn't work.
I thought I had many examples before. Now after this you blew my mind, and now my examples are gone.
Especially for you, Nicola.
A substantially existent table.
Yes, existent table, yeah, c'est un moment-là.
Yeah, a substantially existent table is not a generality
Ah, is not a generality because
it's not a broader category of any other table.
Satan Ongmola, I have three instances of substantially existent table here at home.
especially to contradict you, c'est un moment-là. He bought that this morning. So yeah, there are instances of table or substantially existent table because substantially existent table means table, no? Yeah, any table has to be substantially existent. But yeah, in one sense, okay. If we say, okay, because substantially established, yeah. Yeah, it could be something like conceptual, yeah. So yeah, I'm checking that. But if we say a table which is substantially established, yeah, that's necessarily a table. And a table is necessarily substantially established, yeah. So that table has necessarily instances, yeah, that table of of this morning, that table of this afternoon, and so on. Or many tables, yeah, which are necessarily substantially established, yeah. Or substantially existent, yeah. So when we say it's substantially existent here, it's in the Sorotrantika, yeah, not in the Prasangika. In the Prasangika, they would discard that, yeah. Okay. They would make a distinction between substantial existent and substantial existent, which can be apprehended in a self-sufficient way. Okay, we will drop it for now. Very good. Okay, so if I say, for instance, the subject, the two tent chair, is it the set? Yeah, the set of the two table and chair, does it exist?
Yes.
Yes. And is it an instance?
Yes.
Yes, an instance of
Of dining sets.
yeah. Yes, or form, we could say, yeah. Yeah, the set table and chair, it's form, yeah. It's a gross form, yeah. So it's an instance of form, we could say. Yeah. But is it a generality? Do we find an instance of table and chair? Does it exist? Can we find something which is table and chair? Ah, no, c'était vraiment là, no, Palavila, yes.
Why not?
Why not? Okay. Okay. So you can find a common base between table and chair.
Ah, no,
Between
no.
no.
But
Yes,
what was what was your
Palavila.
question?
Ah, sorry.
But what was your question?
So yeah, an instance which is not a generality, yeah? So table and chair is an instance of gross form or existent, yeah? The set table and chair, but it is not a generality. It has no instance, yeah? Do you agree with that? Oh,
I think it belongs to the generality of furniture.
yes, but is furniture a common base between table and chair?
As a general type category, yes, it's a type generality.
So we could say that the type generality furniture is at the same time table and chair. We can find something which accomplishes the function of a table and which doesn't accomplish the function of a table at the same time in the same object. Yeah. Can something at the same time accomplish the function to be a table and does not accomplish the function to be a table? No, it's contradictory, yeah. So because table and chair are contradictory, there is no common base. So there is no instance of them, of both of them. Separately, yes. Yeah. So it's an object of knowledge impossible to be. Yeah. Object of knowledge impossible to be. So it means that table and chair are objects of knowledge. The whole set is object of knowledge. We can know table and chair. Yeah. But nothing is them at the same time. So they have no instance. Yeah. The whole set, table and chair, is an instance, but is not a generality. There is nothing which is that.
I think so. Wood is both at the same time.
No, it follows that wood is a chair.
The chair is wood.
I would say that, yeah, the chair can be wood, yeah, can be wood, but the wood is not chair and is not table because nothing can be chair and table. Nothing can be chair and non-chair. If you wish, it's easier for me to understand that. Yeah, yeah. we need to accept the law of no contradiction. Yeah, as you can find in the self, reality, and reason from Thupten Jimba. Yeah, he's checking the view of Lama Tsongkhapa on the Madhyamaka, and at some point he says that yeah, we need to accept if we use logic, we need to accept some rules. Yeah, the law of no contradiction. Either I exist or I don't exist. I cannot exist and not exist at the same time. Yeah, that's not possible. Yeah. So either it is a chair or it is not a chair. Yeah. And
I think I can. So
yeah,
I exist and not exist. I can say.
yeah,
Sorry,
just
go
to
ahead.
finish that point, sorry. Just to finish that point, yeah, because it's easier to understand that. Yeah. Do you agree that a table is not a chair?
Except
Yeah, so a table is a non-chair.
table is a non-chair. Except.
Yes. Okay, so nothing can be at the same time a chair and a non-chair. Either it is one or it is not. Yeah?
But a
The
table,
chair and the picture of the chair.
It follows that the picture of a chair is a chair. You can sit, yeah, you can sit on a picture of a chair, but you will be on the ground. Or you
but
need to put the picture on a chair. The picture
could
of
not
a
a,
chair is a chair. Sorry.
could not a table perform the function of a chair?
Yeah, it can perform a function of a chair in a very specific context, but that would not be its definition, yeah?
Hmm.
Yeah. So you could say, yeah, I use it as a chair, yeah, but it's not a chair. Yeah. I use a table as a chair. But
I remember
yeah,
someone made a table out of a door, you know?
yes. Is it a door?
So, yeah, it is a door, but it's not used as.
Oh, it's a door. Ah, so you can open it.
You can.
So you need to ask your guests to stand up before you open it. No? Otherwise they would fall in the okay. Very good. Yeah. So
But
those points are very important. Yeah. Please double check. Yeah, Palavila?
so me and Dream Pallavi
Mhm.
both exist and don't exist at the same time when I'm sleeping.
Okay, so you don't exist when you sleep. So how
I
can you sleep?
exist when I sleep, but my
Ah,
dream also exists, but it's not existing. I don't know. Is dream real or not real?
so dream exists. We can remember that, no? Yeah,
Yes.
the dreaming consciousness exists. What we dream of don't necessarily exist, yeah? It depends on prophetic dreams and so on. It depends.
So then if I'm in my dream, I don't exist in my dream. But I exist, right?
Yeah. Yes, exactly. So yeah, you cannot exist in your dream because if you existed only in your dreams, then you would be something like, you know, like imaginary concept or like Santa Claus, you know, maybe Palavila. You
Santa
could find a
Claus.
new job for next December.
Palavila, you are comparing Palavila with dream Palavila, which are two different phenomena, right? One exists, one doesn't.
So the dream Palavila, we could say the image of Palavila in the dream exists. Yeah, in one sense, how do you say, oniric image, yeah, exists. Yeah, but the fact that the dream Palavila would exist outside of the dream, this is a non-existent. Yeah, okay, and Palavila and dream Palavila are contradictory.
Yes, two different
Yeah,
phenomena.
yeah. You
Yeah.
cannot find any common base between the two, yeah? Either you are Palavila or you are not Palavila. And the dream Palavila is not eating, meditating, debating, and so on.
No, I'm debating in my dream and I'm doing all that.
Wow, so nice. That's why you're so smart. Give me the recipe.
Well, you have it, no? When you do debate again and again all day, you will dream about debate for sure, no?
I guess so. Yeah, but still, yeah, you you can coexist. Yeah, Palavila and Dream Palavila can coexist at some point, but nothing is both because one is fantasy in one sense, one is imagined, and one is not. Yeah, one
But they
exists.
are existing at the same
Ah,
time because
yes,
I'm
yes,
sleeping and
yes,
I'm
that's okay.
dreaming at the same
Yes,
time.
I would
Yeah.
accept that still, you know, cup and table, the cup and me, we exist at the same time. Yeah, we are still contradictory, I hope. Even can be round-bellied, flat-based, able to hold water. Okay, very good. So I don't want to take too much time from you, but just to make sure that we get those points, yeah, we have something which is instance and generality, yeah, hot, yeah, functioning thing, and so on. We have generality, which is not an instance, selfless or existent, for instance. And we have instances which are not generated. Yeah? All the, we could say, all the um, objects of knowledge which are impossible to be. Yeah? Objects of knowledge impossible to be. Yeah? Yimba misi pesheja. Yeah, so it's a set of contradictory phenomena. Yeah, or at least some of them have to be contradictory. At least two of them. Yeah, maybe the other members can be not contradictory, that's okay. But as long as you have two members which are contradictory, the whole set is object of knowledge impossible to be. Nothing can be that. Yeah. So if nothing can be that, it's necessarily not a generality. Because in order to be an instance of that generality, it has to be that not that generality, but in order to be an instance of existent, it has to be an existent. Yeah. And if we say that we find an instance of pot and pillar or table and chair, yeah, it has to be pot and chair or table and chair or pot and pillar at the same time, which is not possible. Yeah. Okay, and now among okay, the four possibilities, now something which is neither generality or instance. If we need four possibilities, we need something which is none of them. Yeah, what could it be?
Non-existent. Non-existent.
Non-existent. Yeah, Honor the rabbit. Yeah, Honor the rabbit is not a generality. Yeah, is not a generality because
Because it's a non-existent.
yeah.
It's not a
Yes,
not a how did you say?
and a generality is a phenomenon, yeah, which encompasses its manifestations. Yeah, yeah, it has to exist. Yeah. And that's the same with instance. Yeah, the subject horn of the rabbit is not an instance because
It's a non-existent.
yes, exactly. It's not a phenomenon which has its category, which engages in it as a pervader. Yeah. Okay, very good. So we have 4P between what and what?
Instance and generality.
Yeah, very good. Wow. You've been so sharp as usually. Thank you so much. Yeah, very, very greatly appreciate. Yeah. Lots of merits, yeah, during the after Losar, you know, there are so many days which are so, you know, powerful to cultivate merits. So you can dedicate with doing your own dedications, yeah, for the sake of the long life and good health of His Holiness the Dalai Lama and all our other authentic teachers. And may all people obtain happiness as quick as possible. And may all the uh, different countries which are oppressed find freedom and self-determination, yeah, and in order for the whole population of that world to live in harmony and uh, in good conditions, yeah, for the spiritual development or just for, just to be happy in that life, yeah, for people. Okay, thank you so much. I'm so happy. And the next time it will be next Wednesday, I guess. Yeah, we will see that. Thank you so much. And thank you, Nicola, for your help. And see you next time. Bye
Thank
bye.
thank you for frying my brain.
With great pleasure. Thank you. Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
See
Bye-bye.
you.
You.
See you.